Your landing page is the difference between a visitor and a customer. And right here in this video, I'm sharing the 5 critical elements your Shopify landing page needs in order to maximize conversions. And I'll also include examples of successful stores to outline each one of these principles. And this is something that we've consistently seen being the most powerful area to focus on in order to improve your end profitability. And this is because every single extra conversion you get after your ad spend, this is something that will directly contribute to your bottom line profits. But before that, I myself, Samuel Larsen, founder of GrowGurus, where I run a team of 6 specialists and work with dozens of mostly 6-7-figure stores, optimizing their storefronts for conversions and average order value. So if you run a successful store and you are looking to take it to the next level, then get in touch with me. You can do so through WhatsApp, link in the description below. Now, most Shopify store owners are way too focused on getting customers to their stores. But then they are completely neglecting what actually happens when those customers land on their page. So in the next sections, I'm going to break down the 5 critical elements that your landing page absolutely must have if you want to convert your visitors into customers. These aren't some vague theoretical concepts, by the way, because they're the exact same components I've implemented across 200 plus Shopify stores to dramatically increase their conversion rates. And while most store owners obsess over small things like, say, colors and fonts, the real conversion breakthroughs, they happen by changing user behavior. And never forget that. You are looking to change user behavior, not only tweak things. So my team and I at GrowGurus, we've identified 5 specific landing page elements that make the biggest impact to your conversion performance. So let's get right into these 5 crucial elements that separate the top 1% Shopify stores from everyone else. So the very first element is a benefit-focused headline that speaks directly to your customer's pain point. This isn't about being clever or catchy just for the sake of it. We see many brands go wrong here, where they try to get a little bit too cute. The best performing stores instead, they use headlines that immediately tell visitors, we solve your specific problem and you are in the right place. Those are the 2 things that you need to nail. And let me show you what I mean with practical examples. So compare these 2 headlines. You have premium kitchenware for modern homes versus cook restaurant quality meals in half the time, even if you're a beginner. So see the difference between these 2. The second headline, it addresses a specific pain point. And the pain point here is time consuming cooking. And it also offers a clear benefit, which is faster cooking. It eliminates an objection. So this works for beginners too. I've seen stores increase their conversion rates a lot by just changing their headline to focus on benefits rather than features. And one of the clients we worked with, Hulest, uses a powerful benefit-focused headline that addresses customer pain points directly. So their headline, accelerated stress recovery for faster sleep and daily calm. This is something that highlights a quick solution for stress and sleep issues while emphasizing the fast results and safety. And I think it's a very clear approach to reassure visitors they are in the right place with a proven solution to their problem. It cuts through the fluff and gets to the point. And on the contrary, if you take a look at Pure Enrichment, their headline is Introducing the Pure Relief 3-in-1 Weighted Heating Pad. Now, this is almost a definition of a product-focused headline, and it lacks direct appeal to the customer-specific needs or problems. It's in a way, it's lazy copywriting. It doesn't immediately convey how the product can solve any kind of issue, or doesn't enhance the customer's experience. Now, that is the first pointer. The next critical area to focus on is visual hierarchy. And this is something that guides the viewer's eye to exactly where you want it to be. And it is something that goes well beyond just having, say, pretty product photos, because top converting stores, they are carefully considering what images to show, in what order, and where to place them. With them, nothing is left to chance and everything's measured and calculated, and there's nothing random about these stores. Here is what works. Start with lifestyle images, showing your product in use, because this helps build the intrigue, connect the benefit into the product usage, and sort of show them how this would be in real life. Then you follow that up with detailed product shots. And the best examples of this include unexpected photos that bring the product to life, such as this sort of product in action photos. And here you can also use size comparison images. So you have maybe how long or wide the product is in centimeters or inches or whatever you're using. By seeing it next to something that people have a concept of can help them imagine the size a lot better. For example, a jewelry store that includes a photo of a person wearing the jewelry piece in, say, an everyday situation converts better than stores just showing the jewelry alone on a white background. Because here you nail the two things. You have the lifestyle and you have the product in use, so you get a little bit of a sense of how big it is. And this is something that helps people imagine then also owning the product, and it also powerfully connects them to the emotion that drives the purchase. One of the brands we've had the pleasure of working with, Larsen, exemplifies this perfectly. Their homepage and product pages are carefully designed to guide the visitor's eye with intention. We collaborated with them to strategically implement lifestyle images that show people wearing their clothing in real-world scenarios. We reinforce the brand's aspirational yet accessible value with detailed product shots, highlighting the materials and features in a tangible way. So while in-action visuals like someone relaxing on a yacht with a glass of wine, they demonstrate clothing usability and fit. So this thoughtful mix of visuals creates this seamless flow that builds trust, emphasizes key features, and ultimately drives conversions. And you can contrast this to, say, let's use Wayfair here as an example. So they have a cluttered homepage. This is just a homepage filled with numerous links, tons of graphics, and it creates this chaotic visual experience that can easily overwhelm visitors. It's a heavy reliance on plain product images, missing the impact of lifestyle or sort of in-action visuals. It's completely missing the mark on driving conversion, just a randomness of elements that the marketing team decided that needs to be there. So essentially the visual flow should naturally lead to your call to action. And speaking of call to action, if you are liking the content so far, now is the best time to subscribe to the channel and like the video to optimize your YouTube algorithm for more useful content so you can succeed as a merchant. And you should have your social proof positioned at the critical decision points on your page, because this is where your timing and placements become crucial. The highest converting store, they don't just lap testimonials at the bottom of the page where nobody really sees them. Instead, they place the social proof elements at exactly the moments when customers would typically hesitate. It's calculated, it's planned. They see the drop-off points. They see where people are starting to spend a bit more time, where they are dropping off. Like, these kinds of things are observable from scroll maps. And if you as a store are able to go deeper into this, you could almost read the customer's mind. For instance, placing a quick customer quote right next to your add to cart button can address those last minute doubts. So it's worth testing and playing around with this. Should you have social proof on your checkout page, for example? And if you have, say, a couple of objections that you're often losing to, and you have a good testimonial to handle those, then the answer is probably yes. And we've seen that integrating social proof at this moment of doubt positions can improve your conversion rate significantly, because it addresses the reason directly as to why people don't buy. And here, one standout example that I like from our client portfolio is Stumble Living, because they even have bestseller tags and star ratings appear on products within collection pages that help add credibility early in the browsing process. On product pages, they then highlight customer quotes that address common objections like quality, comfort, longevity, and the way they display their social proof creates this sense of trust and urgency exactly when it matters the most. In contrast, Glossier doesn't follow this element at all. In their product page, reviews are placed nearly at the bottom of the page. And this is something that could drive customers away, because vast majority of the people are not going to scroll all the way there, so they are not going to get it. They have no chance of getting it because they are not going to be there. And if you don't have this, then your call to action button in a way doesn't have a chance, because you don't do the pitch properly. So all you do is an ask. And that is another critical element you need. So you need the focus to the call to action to help reduce that decision paralysis, but you need to do it in a calculated way. Now, this particular part is a bit counterintuitive for many store owners, because they think that sort of direct pitch and offering more options is automatically better. But in reality, the most successful stores, they limit choices and make the next steps crystal clear. Look at stores like Live Life Apparel. They have prominent call to actions that stand out visually from everything else on the page. And this makes the next step really obvious to shoppers who visit their site. Because with shoppers having very minimal distractions and applying this principle of limiting choices and emphasizing a clear standout call to action, we've also seen a brand like Allbirds keep the user journey simple and friction-free. Now, Pillow Cube's website is a good counterexample, because here the call to action buttons are cluttered throughout the site. They're a bit random, and this kind of disorganization can easily confuse customers. You can just think through it. It makes it difficult for them to decide which button to click, because there doesn't seem to be an obvious next path that is preferable over others. The final element is to have strategic objection handlers. So we call them strategic objection handling because it's not just something random that you put on the page. It is something that we are thinking through the user journey and placing it to that exact spot for a reason. And this is something that addresses the concern right before they arise. And is perhaps the most overlooked element of all. Yet, it is often the biggest opportunity for improvement. Because the 1% of stores that are able to anticipate customer hesitations and address them directly on the landing page, just almost as a checklist, we've seen that they are the best performing stores. And it's no accident. So we've seen that the most common objections are typically pretty predictable. So they are shipping costs, return policies, product durability, sizing concerns, these kinds of things. But then there's also the store or product unique concerns. And often those are ones that you need to dig a little bit deeper into with review mining and surveying, etc. But rather than hiding this information down in an FAQ section, the best stores, they bring these objection handlers right front and center. For example, a furniture store might include a statement like fits through any standard doorway and have this note directly in the product description. And by them doing this, they eliminate a major purchasing concern. So here, one of the best examples of strategic objection handling that I've seen is Sleep, our previous client, where they address common concerns directly on their product pages. And they prominently highlight details about fit and ensuring shoppers know their sleep masks are adjustable for various different head sizes. So concerns about comfort are tackled with clear descriptions of the materials used, emphasizing things like softness and breathability. Additionally, Sleep showcases how their masks effectively block light to improve sleep quality, giving shoppers confidence in the product and its performance before they even reach out to checkout. So very powerful stuff. You in a way pre-sell them before they end up to checkout. And one of the big reasons for checkout abandonment is that people have these unhandled concerns and it's too late on the checkout to handle them. The concerns appear on the checkout, but they have been there for a long time before. Another example here I like is Burrow. They also highlight these key durability features to handle these quality related doubts. So return policy and shipping information are positioned directly near the add to cart button, which ensures shoppers see it before they start or have even a chance to second guess their purchase. And with all of this, you can preemptively then answer the potential objections and be importantly good on those critical decision points where all the difference is made. So Burrow builds trust and reduces hesitation effectively using this method. And the real thing that is really fascinating here is that all the successful stores, they use these 5 elements, but they still implement them in surprisingly different ways. So it's about the principles, and it can be implemented differently depending on their specific audience and offer. Some, for example, prioritize social proof above everything else, while others then, they lead with more of their powerful objection handlers. So the key part for you is understanding which elements matter most to your targeted ideal buyer, your ICP, your ideal client profile or customer profile. So think through that. It's a deep rabbit hole to go to, but there's a lot of gold at the end of that hole. Once you get there, your conversions should be a lot higher than they are right now. So there you have it. Implementing just one of these effective elements, like say strategic objection handling, can already make a meaningful difference in your conversion rates. But we see the best performance when you think through all of this. But when you address these potential concerns before customers even have a chance to voice them, you're improving those friction points that cause hesitation. But still remember that this is still not about reinventing your entire store overnight. It's about making calculated, measured improvements that then compound over time as you learn about your customer behavior and slowly improve your store. That's it. Remember to like and subscribe for more tips on how to succeed as an e-commerce person. And if you already have a store where you're getting at least 50,000 visitors a month and you wish to let us help you grow your store further, you can book a call by clicking the link in the description below. Thank you for watching, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video.